Hello friends, so as part of this latest video, in this we are going to discuss about the next category of the MuleSoft inference connector, which is the image based. Okay, so if you see here image based, we have the two things. One is like to generate only base64s, okay, and this is the one like the to read any image, either the URL of that image or the base64 image. Okay, so what is the purpose of this? Okay, let's go through to understand this. Okay, so what is the purpose of this operations, which is the generate? Okay, and it is only going to support the only base64. Okay, so use image generate base64 when you need. Okay, where basically like if suppose there is an image, okay, and you wanted to create or generate the image, okay, and you wanted to get the response which is going to return as a base64 encoded image data, which is basically is good whenever we are going to take a kind of the clip art, okay, or a small metadata information, so that we can store somewhere within our flow, within our programs. Okay, and that the purpose of it could be used, like suppose somewhere we need to use as a thumbnails, okay, or the product mockups, okay, and kind of the avatars. Okay, so in this kind of the use case where a very small size of the image is required, okay, so we can able to either generate the image or by sending this our prompt to the LLM, and we can get the response as a base64, and that we can going to store somewhere, either like the object store or somewhere DB or somewhere cloud, and the further we can start this processing. Okay, and maybe whenever we are going to notify as a Slack or email, so there we can also going to use this. So this is how we can able to generate a image. Okay, and as part of the response we are going to base64. Okay, the another operations which is defining here the read by. Okay, so under the image category it is the read by either URL or base64. Okay, so what happens, like many systems receive images from the multiple sources, okay, maybe through the emails, okay, or when the customer has uploaded some things, okay, or any the third party during the interactions. Okay, so what happens, either we can accept the base64, read that image, or any image which is there somewhere located into our cloud or somewhere database or some URL for the real time, that we can also be able to read it. Okay, so it's saying that accept either image URL or image base64, read images like extract entities, classifies content, optionally redact p2 data. Okay, produce a structured JSON, text label, confidence, thumbnail link, store image s3 and attach metadata case ticket. Okay, so these are the few areas where we can use, and the business benefit we can able to get, like the faster claim processing, automated ticket enrichment, reduce manual triage, better compliance. So these are where like somewhere we need to try to read and understand this images, we can able to use this prompt. Okay, so let's see how we can able to like implement these things. Okay, so this is the two flow I have created. One is the image read by this is two. So one is the basically going to generate an image. Okay, and whenever we are going to send a prompt, so this image is going to generate nothing but we are going to get at a base64. Okay, so we will see this. Okay, second thing will be we are going to like trigger these things, this image read by, and we are going to pass this one of the URL, and we will ask you can just describe the what is the image of that. It is going to create this image. Okay, read and provide the details of that image. Okay, so let's see how we can able to achieve these things. Okay, so if you see, I'm just passing this payload.prompt, and if you see this connector is different. Okay, it's not using the text based. Okay, so this is required the image based. Okay, connectors. Okay, why is image based? Okay, because it's not going to support the text one. Okay, so here you can see the text is separate one. So for image we are supposed to use the image based. Okay, I'm using OpenAI, okay, and here there are different models are available. Actually, the what do you say, the accuracy, the clarity, or the precisions or the pixels, that actually going to depends on which type of the AI models you are going to use. Okay, so there are lots of the AI models. Through looking into the OpenAI documentation we can get. So I'm using the very basics one. Okay, Dell E2, Dell E3. This is the currently available with my subscription with this OpenAI. Okay, so let me choose this Dell E3. So it's not the exactly what we are looking for, the very clear cluster. Okay, image will be going to generate or something will be happen, but more or less we can able to understand how this image is going to generate, and this image clarity or this image precision or the pixel clarity like visualization will be going to vary from model to models. We are going to this API keys. Okay, which is our the previous key. Okay, and apart from that I haven't done any other settings. Okay, so just let me update this. Okay, so this I'm going to refer for both. Okay, this generate image or this. So since I am save it. Okay, let's wait whether it is going to. Okay, fine, it's running. So now let me go for the image generate one. Okay, so okay, this is I think big one. This is some GIF. I'm not going to use this. Okay, so suppose if I'm saying that, okay, like draw a basic system flow app MuleSoft Salesforce return base64 image as a JSON. Okay, just I'm giving this. Okay, and let's see what the response I'm going to get. Okay, so it is going to give me the base64 as a JSON. Okay, so it is the huge data we are going to get it. Okay, so see here, see we have received this prompt and it has triggered to the this response we have get. Okay, so I have requested. Okay, what happened to this? Okay, so let's take this. I am also logging here. Okay, so I wanted to see what kind of things are generated. Okay, because I'm using very basics one. Okay, so it could possible that it is not going to exact give. Okay, but this could be where this is going to give the clear picture as per your the model. Okay, so this is the base64 encoded we are going to get as a response. Okay, here you can see. Oh, what happens this? Okay, this is something different. I think let's close this. I think some. Okay, okay, so this is the image generate one was there. Okay, so now let me go through this one of the. Okay, this is the something. Ignore this WhatsApp. Okay, so let's go to the base64 here. Okay, so there are few tools which are available. Okay, I'm going to paste this here. Okay, it's seems like it's hang. Okay, let me go to there here. Okay, okay, why this is not working? Okay, so okay, so now this is opening. Okay, so what I did, okay, I just paste here this enter base64 string. Okay, and I'm clicking this generate image. Okay, so if you see, I already told it is not basically going to show the exact. Okay, because this is something which is coming from the models. Okay, so how this model has been trained. Okay, to generate this kind of the images. Okay, whether it is able to understand this prompt or not able to generate, but it is giving some of the ideas. Okay, this is getting generated. Okay, so let's see, like suppose here base64 here. If you see, I pasted into different one. Okay, I'm saying, so here you can see it's generated something else. Okay, so either they're decoding, they're understanding, okay, whatever, this is not going to work correctly. Okay, but this is the how, the purpose of to just show this, how we can able to, if we are going to use the proper models. Okay, and that model is trained about to generate the images. Okay, clearly, so it can able to generate the clear pictures including the diagram as well. Okay, so this is the purpose of this image generate. So whenever we have to generate on the basis of something prompt, okay, so we can able to, let me see some others maybe, but that I have noticed it, actually it's going to depends, okay, on your kind of the model you have chosen. Okay, and what is the base64 response. Okay, so let me take this response and how it is going to behave. Just I have removed this double quote and this way as well. Okay, now copy and going to this one. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. This is, if you see, like what the prompt I have given here, if you see the prompt, okay, generate a picture of penguin dancing on the beach being happy with an ice cream. Okay, so this is during the testings. Okay, I have sent this. Okay, and this is the response we have get. Why I'm not triggering again and again, because this is all the image related is going to consume lots of tokens. Okay, and it is going to impact the badly on my the subscriptions. Okay, it is going to, like, I need to pay more. So I have already tested with generate a picture of penguin dancing on the beach being happy. So once you are going to send this prompt, okay, so it is going to give this kind of response, which is the base64. Once I'm going to decode this base64, see how beautifully it has crafted this image. Okay, let's see here. Okay, what is the response on that? Let's see decoding. But this is working perfectly. So what I was looking against my prompt, this is my expectations. Okay, but here I think, since this is also could be problem happened when this decoding is not going to happen correctly. So this might be the result of the one of the where we are like not able to generate. Okay, but I think this guy, this tools Code Beautify is able to generate, and we can able to get the what is the desired output for this. Okay, so that we have seen how we can able to generate this, use this basically our generate only this base64 image. Okay, now coming to our second parts, which is basically going to deal with image read by. Okay, so what we are doing, okay, so let me see this. Okay, so this is the one URL, I'm not using the base64. Okay, so what I'm saying, I'm giving the two things. Okay, if you see this configurations here, which is the image read by, it is going to ask the two things. One is the prompt, and this is the one is the image URL. Okay, so either in this image you can give the base64, okay, or you can give the URL, and this is the prompt, which is nothing but the instruction what needs to do. Okay, except that I am not using this. Okay, but if you see this here, this image one, it is not using that basically whatever the image related, because this image generation is totally separate connector. Okay, for this image related one, okay, we are going to use the MuleSoft inference vision config. Okay, it is not going to work on this here. Okay, and here you have also the different data models which you can able to choose. Okay, your response, your output is going to vary from the which is the latest model, which is going to give you the exact accurate definitions. But because of the considering the cost, I am going to use this the smallest model. Okay, and these are the some tech temperature, top p. Okay, like control diversity by limiting choice of the most probable options. Okay, and this is the open API key. Okay, except I have no other configurations. Okay, so let me see how this is going to behave. Okay, so first of all, let me see what is the this one png. Okay, so see, this is one of the diagram. Okay, this is one of the flow. Okay, and what I am telling that, okay, provide a very brief description about these pictures. Okay, and that I'm going to hit it. Okay, okay, what happened? Okay, so let me hit this response, this request. Okay, so it is going to image read by. If you see here, this has been entered into this image read by, and see what is the response. So this is saying that response, the image depict a flowchart illustrating an error handling process. It includes try section with a step for inserting, requesting, writing, transforming message. Below this, the error handling section outline two section on error continue. So it's giving the description about that particular image which we have seen over here. Okay, uh, suppose this is the one diagrams, okay, which is our the API led. Okay, and let me give you the another one where I have given this. Okay, provide detailed description about these pictures. Okay, and this is blog MuleSoft, and this is nothing but the Salesforce Commerce Collector MuleSoft Experience PNG. Let me check what is this. Whether is this something this? Yeah, so that is the picture. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, what I am doing, I am going to hit this. Okay, so this is also going to be the image read by. So basically one of the API led architecture, like suppose someone has draw. Okay, and we want to write the some of the summary, some of the short brief about this. Okay, so let's see whether we are able to achieve it or not. Okay, so we have hit this. So it's actually going to vary from your prompt. Okay, what you are looking for. Okay, so let's see, and your models. Okay, how much your model is trained. Okay, so if you see compared to previous response, okay, how it has been given, like your this response. Okay, sorry, this image read by. So this response is something like the very straight. Okay, if you see this, it is very mature response. Okay, so here you see the image depicted diagram illustrating multi-layer architecture for this likely related e-commerce customer. Here you say it is going to break down the diagram on layer by layer. Okay, so experience layer, process layer, systems layer, this is the connection it's showing, Salesforce integration is showing, overall interpretation it also going to give. Okay, so it is looking into a particular image, like think from that scenario whether you are writing some content creation, some of the images are there. Okay, like the product as well, like suppose one of the headphone is there, you wanted to write the brief description about that headphones. Okay, so at least we can able to get it like as much information we can able to adopt it. Okay, so that way we can able to understand. Okay, or get the summary, or we can get the about the product details like this way. Okay, we can able to understand this. Okay, so this is how, as part of this videos, we have seen that how we can able to see these two things. Now one is the related with the image generations, which is going to returns as a base64 as a response, and here to read the image description, either we can pass the image URL or we can pass the base64, and we can able to get the, as per your prompt, the details descriptions. Okay, so I will recommend just try to explore by yourself, and hope you are going to enjoy this while exploring. Okay, thanks for your times. Okay, thank you.